Hi, today I'm going to talk about our wildlife monitoring project in coastal Orange County. First of all, I would like to inform you that this is still an ongoing project. Therefore, during the presentation, I will first explain you what we have so far and then explain what we will do for the rest of the project. The coastal Southern California is one of the most crowded places in the United States. The natural landscape is highly fragmented due to urbanization and road development. This causes Southern California to have one of the highest species endangerment and extinction rate across the world. Large mammalian carnivores such as bobcats and coyotes are especially vulnerable to fragmentation due to their biological requirements. In 1996, NCCP and HCP 1 and 2 are published to address the urgent need to conserve wildlife species in the region. The blue polygons shows reserve and non-reserve habitat areas that support the movement of animals across the study area. The yellow lines illustrated the two main established habitat corridors, aka linkages, in our study area, and we wanted to determine how effective these linkages in terms of providing safe wildlife movement. Our camera locations are illustrated as yellow stars on the map. To decide the exact location of them, we consider the local roadkill mortality rate, the crossing structure presence, accessibility, permitting processes, and some other factors. Previous research indicated that the habitat and crossing structure related variables could be important to justify the different rate of relative abundance index among the species and also locations. Therefore, they are also part of our projects. Motion and heat-triggered cameras are used to capture the passing by animals. This technique is selected because it's a non-invasive, low-cost, and low-maintenance method, which also yields to an important relative abundance index outcome. In this study, each camera stayed in the same location at least a month. Currently, we're almost done processing all of our pictures, and then we're planning to finish this project by the end of the year. Starting from this slide, I will talk about the things that we will do to complete the project. I will also show you some figures that we are planning to create something similar for our paper. First of all, we will calculate the relative amount index at the species level for each location with the formula that you see on the slide. This index will allow us to do further analysis. Plus, it allows us to determine which variables are important in terms of encouraging or discouraging the crossing structure usage at each location. We will create a figure where y-axis will represent the relative abundance index and x-axis will represent species for each location. This will allow us to determine if there's a statistically significant difference among them, and then we can later elaborate why the difference may possibly happen. We will also determine the surrounding habitat composition percentages for four different classifications to ArcGIS. These classifications are vegetation, pavement, open space, and urban for each camera location within 200-meter radius. Then we will regress if this can explain the index difference among the location or not. One thing we did to check is the number of large carnivore strikes per location um, between 2005 and 2019 within our study area. Three locations that are within the red circle are determined as hotspots with 95% confidence for roadkill mortality after the hotspot analysis. Based on the animal strikes density and our preliminary picture data, we are under the impression that these linkages are not serving their purposes for some reason, and there is an urgent need to enhance the safe wildlife movement here. We expect that our project will be a key source to pinpoint the reasons at the local level to address the large carnivore related conservation and management concerns. The disappearance of large carnivores from an ecosystem causes a cascade effect in the food web and disrupts species interactions in unwanted ways. Therefore, more extensive carnivore monitoring for longer time and a bigger scale needs to be done to avoid these unwanted effects. I wanted to thank all the MCRS and UCI nature professors for their endless guidance, and I also wanted to thank CEB interns who helped me for the project. Thank you very much.